All right, what about this angle? You're sideways. Thank you guys for letting me know. Yes, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. I am trying to make it to 1K, so any subscribers, yes. All right, now that we are the right way, let's get into the Commissioner's Cup, because the Liberty versus the Aces, that went down. The Liberty, this is my thing about the Liberty. I'm actually kind of surprised between everything that they're going through right now and then this coach, because I'm not sure if how I feel about this coach. But given everything, right, they were able to get the Commissioner's Cup. And I'm really, really proud of my Liberty. You know, I love Liberty. So was anybody surprised by the Liberty win? Was anybody surprised by the Liberty win? Now, I know Asia was really hurt that she rolled her ankle. Oh my God, I know she was on that bench beaming that she rolled her ankle right before. It was like 2 days before. It was like 2 days before at the Chicago game. Asia rolled her ankle. She like hurt her leg, something. But she was out. I know she was fuming. And the thing about it is Aces really could have won this without Angel. Angel. Without Asia. I got a huge Angel picture right in front of me, y'all. So I'm always looking at Angel. But anyways, Ace's bench was hot. Like Cheyenne came off hot off the bench. I ain't gonna hold you. She came out with a lot of energy that I think they needed. Nylissa plays really, really good with the Aces. I love Nylissa with the Aces. But she was playing really good. But then Jackie was also a menace. Like Jackie in the first game that they lost, and then the second game, Jackie was a problem. Like, and the thing about her is she has speed. And the Liberty, they're not the fastest team. They're actually really slow. I mean, they're a vet heavy team, so that's kind of what you expect. But that's just what it is. Let's see. Asier played really well. Sabrina played really well. And the thing about Sabrina, she had so much hustle, and I was so proud of her. And honestly, she could have been the MVP if like Brianna didn't really carry the team through the Commissioner's Cup. I think that kind of solidified Brianna's like MVP, because she really carried them. She played really good, and she actually performed all across the stat line. Like all across, she had 11 rebounds. She had 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Like Brianna is that girl, and she's gonna be exhausted at the end of the season though if they don't I don't know. The Liberty is like the team that just plays positionless basketball, and it's just crazy to me. Sometimes I feel like Brianna and Sab do a little bit too much, and I hope that they don't get injured really bad. I mean, Sab isn't even really 100%, but yeah, I think my question during the Commissioner's Cup was, where was Han and where was Betnijah? Because Han is just like a crazy mismatch. Like she's 6'7". So it's just like, throw her in the paint and let her block everything. I don't know why Brianna's just good at blocks, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I don't know why Betnijah didn't have any minutes. That was crazy. If anybody knows, just throw that in the chat, because I was so confused. And I find myself confused with this coach a lot. I'm trying to like him. I'm trying to understand. I don't know. But that was that. Oh, and Kathy got booed. Kathy was booed, and poor Pauline, she was like, why are we booing the commissioners? Like, girl, this is what we do in America. And like Kathy, she takes it right on her chin, you know. She honestly needs to resign, but that is what it is. Speaking of Kathy, we went through Alyssa Thomas getting a bunch of death threats. which if you haven't, you probably seen it. I don't know how you could have missed it, but Alyssa Thomas put like, well, I don't want to put air quotations and downplay it, but she put a fist to Caitlin Clark's throat. And because of that, you know, fans do not play. Fever fans do not play. They were sending her death threats. They were going like crazy bonkers online, which, how do you even get to Alyssa Thomas like that? Like, she's the most private to herself player in the league. And like the fact that they were sending her death threats, how? Like, she has like no presence on social media. But yeah, that happened. And the thing about this is Alyssa Thomas had called out Kathy, basically called her out and was like, look, she never has our back. When we go through stuff like this in the league, when we're getting death threats, when we're dealing with racist fans, Kathy never speaks up. But the thing is, Kathy spoke up this time. Kathy said, no, I got you. Kathy spoke up, and she basically spoke against the racism. She said that she isn't for the hatred, but like, I don't know. It's cute, but the whole thing about it is the W really does nothing as a whole to stop it. You know, they have let this go on for so long, and they rarely speak out about it. And the thing is, you're speaking about it now off the heels of Alyssa having to call you out for it. And thankfully she did, because yeah, Kathy, the league, the marketing, all of it is just, there's just no connection to the actual players. I feel like they're constantly trying to uplift Caitlyn, throw that Caitlyn Reese rivalry in our face, but it's just like, there's so many other stories, there's so many other uplifting moments that we can shed light on, and we just don't. So that's for Kathy and them to figure out. That's for the league to figure out. Like, it's a hot mess. But oh, you know what? This is the but. Lisa Leslie really should be commissioner. And I'm just in that segment right there, because Lisa Leslie would be phenomenal as the freaking commissioner. Like, what? I don't know why we're still playing games with Kathy. But that's that. And I'll leave that right there. Moving along. I want to get into what happened with Flaujae and Angel after the Seattle Dream game. So basically, Flaujae came up to Angel and she like kind of tried to dap her up after the game, but Angel was not having that, and she basically was just like, nah, like later. And of course, that was clipped. It went viral. Everyone saw it. And people had mixed opinions on this. Me personally, when I first saw this, I originally thought, you know, Angel was being rude. Angel was being rude. You know, she was just, you know, it was just unsportsmanlike. You know, that's just kind of how I felt. But after kind of thinking about it and reading people's comments, you know, Flaujae really could have waited the minute and 20 seconds, like at the end of the game, to really dap her up. You know, the game wasn't over. The Dream was losing. And if you're competitive, you're mad. You want to win. So you're losing. You're mad. So she could have waited. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong. It is what it is. It's another story that got blown up because the W likes to blow up and make the wrong things viral. But, you know, it is what it is. But my opinion about Angel and Flaujae is they're going to play together for many years. For the next 10, 15 years or whatever have you. They're going to be playing against each other. I really do miss the LSU days where they were buddy and they won the championship together, and they, you know, they loved each other. You know, Flaujae put the crown on Angel's head. I'm gonna miss those days. But the thing is, that's just not what it is. It's not what it is, okay? And that's okay. I think that's okay. I think we will survive. I hope Flaujae learned her lesson. You know, you gotta tread lightly with Angel, okay? You know, you gotta catch her when she in a good mood. When she in a bad mood, just yeah. You know, it's Angel. It's Angel. We love Angel though. But yeah, speaking of Seattle, I'm low-key surprised that Seattle not only whooped the Dream, but they spanked Liberty and Phoenix too. So 5-15, but Seattle's been, you know, they were whooping ass. I'm not gonna be surprised if they actually end up higher up on the standings at the end of all this than what I think I originally thought. But I mean, they're I don't think they're going to the playoffs. All right. Anyways, let's get into the courtside club. Now, this is where I answer your questions. I threw a lot of you guys off in the beginning with the outrageous angle. So we're gonna try this again next week. But yeah, I just want to get into a couple things. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments if you replay this back. There was a few interesting matchups last week. There was the Dallas Lynx match where Paige and Olivia got real chippy. There was the Mystics Portland match where that was a hell of a match. Sloot returned to Chicago. I don't know. I did not know how to describe that. That was But yeah, Sloot is back in Chicago. So let me know in the comments how you feel about anything, if there's anything else. Also some LGBTQ comments, because, you know, we just wrapped up Pride, but it's forever Pride. All right. I'm going to get off this live. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so sorry that the angle was crazy, y'all. I'm trying. Bear with me. Every week we're gonna get better. Just trust me, guys. And thank you guys for watching.